Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 10. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the start of the two-thirds point. When we finish the way this week of class, we'll be two-thirds of the way finished through our course. We have 5 weeks to go after this. So let's get started today and let's have some fun. We're going to talk about being late. Oh no, we're late. We're late for a very important date. No time to say hello. Goodbye. We're late. We're late. We're late. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be late today. We're going to be late to work, and we're going to be late every single day this week. No, we're not really going to be late, but that's okay because we're going to talk about what you do when you are late. Now, it happens to everybody. It's something that around the world, people are late, depends on different situations, whether it's car trouble or traffic, some kind of problems will come up in life. How do you deal with those problems? Let's check it out. All right, so today we start off first with a little bit of vocabulary about things that happen to us. Like getting broke down means that our car or our vehicle, motorcycle, is not working. When something's broken down or broke down, it just means that what normally works today didn't. You can be stuck in traffic, you can be stuck on the bus, stuck in a train. It just means that no matter how much you want to go someplace, you're not going to be able to get there right away. Sticking means that you're just not able to move as freely as you want to. And then you might have something where you run into. Now, running into something, hopefully you're not running into something physically, like if you got a car or if you have a bus accident or something, hopefully you have not physically run into something. Other things that happen, you can lose track of time. It's very easy to get distracted doing one thing and all of a sudden it's like, oh my, I've missed the time for this thing. It happens. It happens to me frequently. I forget something, especially if it's been scheduled for a little while, I might forget about it because I've been so focused on doing one other thing. So when you have an excuse, my mother used to say the excuses are like butts. Everybody has one and they all stink. And it's the truth. We all have those really, okay, I know, okay, it was a bad joke. I got it. But it is true. We all have excuses. The best thing to do is don't make excuses if you don't have to. If you have a problem, explain what happened. If it happens one time, most people will be able to accept it. But if it happens to you many, many times,
6 hours later,
you might need to change your routine. Certain areas of the world, it's accepted to be a little bit late to different activities. But two things that you should never be late to. Should never be late to an appointment, and you should not be late to work. These are two things that you should always make sure that you are on time to. If you're on time to work, as my father used to say, you're always late. He said, be early. 5 minutes is good, 10 minutes is better. If you're 10 minutes early, you can always stop, catch your breath, get a drink of water before you have to start work. So do your best, get someplace early so that you don't run into being late. Being late, it's something that some people make it into a habit of being late. And that's one that you should get out of right now. Don't be late. Should work on always being on time at the latest. Being early is best. Now, we're going to listen to a conversation, and this is based on a text message exchange between two people. Note, in the text message, it goes back and forth between the two people, and text messages are a great way to send a quick message while you're doing something, and you don't have freedom to make a phone call. But don't be afraid to make a phone call if you're going to be late. Unless you're being late and you're sending a message to let someone know, hey, I'm running late. I will be there as soon as I can. I can't call right this moment. Try to talk to the person first. So let's listen back and forth between these two people and why the people are late.
Hey Lisa, Are you there yet?
Yes. Where are you?
I'm really sorry. I'm still on the bus. I ran an errand.
Okay. Sam isn't here yet either. How long will you be?
Not sure. Maybe 10 minutes?
Okay. Hurry, or we'll miss the movie.
I'll be there soon.
All right, so she decided to run an errand before she got to the movie theaters that day. An errand is any small task that you may have to complete before your day is finished. And this can be something as simple as picking up groceries or sending out a letter. Errands can be any small activity that you need to do in order to finish your day. But it's not a good idea to do an errand unless you have the time to do it. Yes, there are times that you're going to be, oh, I have to get this errand done. Otherwise, it won't go out. Okay, plan for your errand then. Don't make other people wait for your problem, because the people who have to wait for you, they won't always do it. Some people in this world will say, you know what, I have waited for you too many times and I'm not going to do it again. This is where you have to make your habits something that people can count on. So don't be late. If you're running an errand, it is good that she's commenting and sending, hey, Lisa, I'm going to be late, but it's not good to be late. All right, listen to that conversation one more time. There's a couple of extra lines that get added to it. So listen and try to add those lines.
Hey, Lisa. Are you there yet?
Yes. Where are you?
I'm really sorry. I'm still on the bus. I ran an errand. I had to go to the bank.
Okay. Sam isn't here yet either. How long will you be? Will you be long?
Not sure. Maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. Hurry, or we'll miss the movie.
I'll be there soon.
All right, so she ran the errand of going to the bank. Maybe she needed money to be able to go to this movie for the day, or maybe she needed to deposit her paycheck or something else. We don't know, but it's not a good idea to do too many errands if you don't have enough free time. And making free time in your schedule is very important. All right, so when you make an excuse, when you make an apology, always be sincere in your apology. Also be truthful. There's nothing worse than people who lie all the time. And if you make lying your way of giving excuses, they will come back to you and they will be, when you really need something, it won't be there for you. So don't make a habit of making excuses. But if you do have to make an apology, make it a sincere apology. Make it something that you honestly mean, because nobody wants to hear, I'm sorry, 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 1,000 times. It's always better, fix the problem, not the blame, fix the problem. So when something happens, make sure to tell the story, tell the truth. Don't lie about it. If you're late because I screwed up this morning, I'm late, I'm sorry. It happens. It's not something that you're going to be able to avoid. It will not be something you could say, oh, I have never been late in my entire life. Liar. We know that you've been late. So don't make it something that you're an excuse, because people will start to say, yeah, I don't believe you. Yeah. Make sure that you cover your excuse with the truth. When accepting the truth or accepting an apology, be gracious. There are 5 things that people really find difficult doing. And the most difficult of them saying I'm sorry, I was wrong, are two of the hardest of the five things in this world that are very difficult to do. Apologizing is something that nobody's good at. Nobody is good at because we shouldn't have to apologize that much. Be very careful of what you say or do before so that you don't have to apologize. But apologies are going to happen. So when you do have to give an apology, make sure that it's sincere. Some things that come up, walking animals, taking care of a friend, or simply losing track of time. Everybody's done it. Just make sure not to make a habit of doing it. All right, now, going to listen to three people. They're going to give a excuse, an apology. I want you to take a guess. Which one do you think is not sincere? All right, so here we go.
Page 49. Pronunciation. A. Listen to three people say they are sorry. Which one is not really sorry?
Oh, June, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry I'm late again. I really have a good excuse this time.
Well, sorry. I didn't think you'd mind.
All right, so as you listen to those, how you say it can change the meaning of it. This is where using your voice can change the meaning. You can change it for each of these sentences. Oh, June, I'm so sorry. Now, it doesn't really sound very serious. I'm sorry. I'm late again. It can change the whole meaning just by your tone of voice. So be careful with that. Little hint and trick to practicing with your voice. Get a storybook, something that you like reading, something that's not too difficult. Practice reading it out loud and using different ways of reading it. Read it as something angry, then read it something sad, read it very happy, read it like a robot. Practice that. Practice it by yourself so that you know how to control your voice and make it something that is very easy and important for you to use. All right, now we have excuses here. Write what you think would be a good excuse for this situation. Give an excuse and give an acceptance. So where have you been? I've been here for an hour. I was stuck in traffic jam and my phone died. Does happen. Okay, all right, well, let's get your phone charged so that you can. That's where make sure to accept the apology. It doesn't mean you have to think that the apology is real. Be sure to check it. All right, we move along. Now, we're going on to that fun and amazing point. We're going to our, yes, our workbook. Write one word to complete each activity. If the word is not needed, write an X and then match it with its definition. So broke. Usually we're going to have broke down or breakdown and then match it with what its definition will be. And try to do that with the rest of the vocabulary words. Next, which excuse from part one have you used before? We've all had different times in our life where problems have occurred. Which excuses have you used? And which excuses, when did you use them? Because sometimes an excuse like, I'm sorry, teacher, the weather was bad, I couldn't get to class. It happens. Not so much in the fall, but sometimes in the spring, the weather can be really bad. Be sure not to overuse an excuse. People do keep track of which excuses you use and for what reasons. Be careful with those excuses. Now use the ideas from part one and complete an apology for each conversation. Give a reason why they're late and then whether or not you would accept their apology or not. Remember that sometimes, especially when you're talking employment, it may not be the best way to apologize if you make up stories or lie all the time. Make it something that's true. Truth is always better than a lie. Truth, it'll hurt, but it's going to heal. Lies, sometimes lies will never heal. So be very careful of that. All right. So now we have this young lady, the chestnut, who misses her tournament. Now, chestnut is kind of a play on two words. One, chestnut means somebody who's crazy about playing the game of chess. But chestnut also is a type of nut that you can eat. They're here in Korea, and I believe they're called plum. And you can get them usually in the fall and winter times, but it's kind of a play on words, a chestnut. All right, so my apologies. If you follow this blog, you know I play chess downtown park every afternoon from 3 to 5 p.m. Yesterday was a big day. It was a tournament for the top 16 local players, and I missed it. I'm so sorry that I wasn't there. Here's what happened. I left my house early because I decided to drive. That was a bad idea. I got stuck in traffic, and my car broke down. I forgot my phone at home, so I couldn't call anyone. I wasn't far away, so I decided to run over to the park. On my way, I got stung by a bee, and I'm allergic to bees. I went to the hospital right away. Anyway, I'm sorry, really sorry. I hope to play in the next tournament. Sue. Comments, don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're okay, Tom. That's okay. I won. Bridget. So when you have things that happen, sometimes it's like that. It goes from bad to worse, and then and when by the end of the day, it's just the day is just, maybe I should have stayed home and stayed in bed. Sometimes it feels that way. All right. Now, please, for your homework, don't forget this last part. Write an apology for someone or something you missed. Put it in there. What would you say? How would you say it? Give your reasons for missing something. And remember, honesty is best. Now it says share an apology with your friend. Share an apology with your mom, your dad, or maybe explain an apology that was given to you. But don't forget to write something down here. If you don't write something down, you're not going to get credit. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we've had a good discussion today about apologies and what we need to do when we're saying we're sorry, because nobody likes to apologize. Nobody likes to be sad, but it is going to happen. So ladies and gentlemen, have a great time, and I'll see you in our next class. Have a good day.